Hey. What's up, y'all? This is Carlos, the Brown Liquor Cigars podcast. And we have two special guests with us here today. We have Skylar.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. All right. And we have Keshia.
Hey.
New to the Brown Liquor and Cigars crew. Yes. So, Keshia, if you don't mind telling the listeners about your podcast so everyone can know where to check it out.
Yeah, so I have a new podcast as well, and it is 40 Ain't For The Faint, because I'm over 40, and this ain't easy, y'all. Basically.
Nice. Okay, and where can people go to listen to it?
Anywhere that you can download the podcast, Lipson, Spotify, all of them. Facebook even has podcast stations, so go there and subscribe.
Okay. Is there a certain day of the week that you usually record?
I'll probably drop them on Tuesdays.
Okay.
At least 2 or 3 times a month.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, so y'all look out on Tuesdays. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. So for those of you that have been paying attention to the podcast episodes and you understand how our dynamic works, I'm usually the one that's the nice guy. I'm like middle of the road. Everybody think, oh, he's so nice or whatever. But this last episode, I didn't get that. It was this lady. I'm going to call her out because she called us out on Facebook. Sonia, I don't remember your last name, but you know who I'm talking to. So,
you know who you are out there. You know.
She said that this was the episode with Omar and Jason. He was the first time on the show, and myself. And I made a comment about in the past I have been labeled as someone who's not easy to read emotionally. Which I admit that. I do think that that's definitely something I've gotten better at over the years. But I also said, Sonia, in the past. So I led in with in the past. And then I also said, too, I've been in situations where I've been in relationships and women, because I think the stereotype, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but the stereotype is men are more emotionless and women are more in tune with their emotions. So that's kind of at least what people think. But I've been in situations where I was more emotional of the two. Sonya didn't call that out.
My man feeling attacked.
But she called out some other stuff.
Out right there. I said in the past. Right. You done missed this point over here.
Right. So with that said, I think, not to generalize by any means, and I'll start with you, Keshia. Would you say that to some degree, women more so than men hear what they want to hear or hear what they've experienced more so than what was actually said? What do you think?
Within a relationship?
Mm-hmm. Relationship. And what I'm getting at is I think the reason why, I don't know, Sonya, but I think the reason why she came at me so strongly is because maybe she has had experiences with the type of man that I said I was.
That in the past.
In the past.
Emotionless
yes.
man.
Right.
Sometimes I think that we as women, not all, don't speak for everybody, so don't at me. But I think sometimes we can put our own emotions in it when you're bringing up something. I'm like, oh, you that type, and just put you in this box. So it's possible. It's possible. I
think it's possible. Okay. Skylar, what about you? What do you think?
Well, see, now I know why I'm here, because I know why I'm here now. I'm the complete opposite in my relationship.
Okay.
I am the emotional one. So my wife she's not guarded at all, but she doesn't think with her emotions on the line. Like everything for her is a logical decision. Whereas with me, I'm more emotional. So like I said, I'm the needy Negro. I need attention. I like the physical touch. That's my thing. I'm the person that if we're sitting on the couch and you're not touching me, I'm looking at you like, well, what's your issue today? And she's just like, nothing. I said, well, here, give me something. I need something. You touch something. Right. So it's, for me, that's my norm because it works because it allows me to get rid of any type of confusion on what I'm needing, what I'm expecting and what I want. So there's never a time where a woman could tell me, well, I just didn't know what you needed. You a goddamn lie. I know I told you.
I told you.
I know I told you.
That's good.
And to me, I don't feel any type of way. Like, I know for most men, it's a hard thing because typically if you're going to leave yourself vulnerable like that, you risk either that person not meeting your expectation, then you have to confront that. Or you risk with certain needs and wants not being met, then you have to confront that. So being vulnerable opens you up to also have communication. And for me, that works. It works pretty well for us. But like you said, with me and her, it's really an odd dynamic.
Yeah.
Because
y'all are a rarity.
She takes more of, I guess, the masculine role because she's more logical. She's not thinking off her emotions. She's not, just say, well, hey, I feel da-da. No, that's me. I'm like, hey, babe, can I let you real quick?
Right.
I feel like da-da-da-da. And she'll kind of give me the look like, oh, God damn. And I'll tell her, I don't care. We talking about it today. So I can move on.
Right.
But it works, so I like it. It makes things, there's no room for error when it's like that.
Okay.
Like, it allows you to be who you are. It allows me to get anything off my chest. And at the end of the day, we can agree to disagree, but you know how I feel about whatever the topic is.
Okay. So I'll ask, and I don't know you well yet, Keshia, but I would say you're pretty, I would say out of the three of us up here, I'm probably the least expressive of my emotions, I would say. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yes, because as I get older, I'm very in my emotions. I didn't used to be, but as I get older, I'm like, I'm yes. So I express myself more now. Back in the day, I did not as much.
Really? Okay. What was the switch, or what do you think flipped it?
It got to be the older. I don't know. I have no idea what it just switches like that. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm a mother. Maybe that did it. So I have no idea.
Huh. Okay. So I'm curious to get y'all's take on this. So I'm the type of person where, this has happened to me in every relationship I've been in, pretty much. I'll say right off the bat, like, hey, I'm not the guy that you want to have a serious conversation with in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I get up. I fool my coworkers because they're like, oh, how are you not a morning person? I'm like, y'all don't understand. I've been up 2 hours before I got on this Zoom call. So you didn't see me the first 30 minutes I got up.
You didn't see me pre-coffee.
Exactly.
Right.
But that's just, I don't know. That's just, it's like one of my pet peeves. I just don't like getting into those types of discussions in the morning. And the funny thing is, I never understood about me if that's because sometimes maybe my expressions aren't maybe what they should be or what I strive for them to be, or if that's even a thing with other people. Like, I'm just curious. So for the two of y'all, are you able to talk about anything with your mate at any point of the day?
Early in the morning, no. I like coffee. I like coffee. I mean, even my daughter comes knocking on the door, I'm about to go, okay, bye. Goodbye. Have a good day. So, no, I'm not a morning person either. I think that may be what it is. Okay. So if we have to talk about something that's very important, can we pick another time? So no, I don't. The door is always open, but not in the morning.
It's closed.
So the door not always open then.
It's cracked in the morning.
You got all peek in, right?
No, I mean, there's a time and place for everything.
Right.
Oh, no, I'm a morning person, man. I'm usually up 4:30, 5:30 anyway. So I'm ready, you know what I mean? Wow. So by 7 a.m., I'm like, so what's going on?
Situation.
Right. So you good now?
Right.
But I know that since I know I'm expressive and I know I'm a morning person. So for me, I have to respect your boundaries on when it's a good time to have a conversation. Because just having the conversation when I feel like it's good is not going to be an effective communication. Because I'm going to be getting out what I want, and you're just going to be sitting there like, I don't give a damn. It's too early.
Nah, I don't give a damn.
Right. Right. That's what it is. Because you try to talk to somebody when they openly tell you this ain't the time. Everything you said is just going to be like, okay, all right, that's okay. True. And it's nothing. So now I got to have this conversation again. So I can definitely, because Britt's not a morning person at all. By no means is she a morning person. So I know my window of when we can have a conversation, or I'll even jump it off and be like, yo, I want to talk to you. I know it's too early. Let me know when it's a good time. And then we can come back. That way we already know. And it's not one of those ambiguous things of, oh my God, what does he want to talk about? Like you already know what it is. Yeah. So it's nothing that's going to give you any type of anxiety throughout the rest of the day. So, because I hate that. In past relationships, I hate the, we need to talk, sentence. I hate that because if I don't know what we need to talk about, you got me thinking about it all day. Now I'm mad. And by the time you want to talk to me, I don't want to hear that shit. So, because you done ruined all my day dragging it out.
Worrying about what's going on, what's coming.
I'm with you on that. Even with me not being a serious conversation person in the morning, if it's brought up, then I do want to know then. Like, don't tell me, I got something to tell you, and then, I'll tell you later because I know this ain't your time.
Yeah.
Now
you already open the door.
You want to know the subject. At least give me the subject so I know how to prepare myself.
Give me a
so
preview.
You still have to compromise because even though I don't like mornings, you don't like mornings, that may be the only time that you all are able to come together. So you still would have to at some time.
Yeah. So. And I've tried to before, and I have before. I think, too, what gets me tripped up a lot of times is I say things calmly, and I think most people would think I'm a very calm person. Everywhere I've worked, my bosses, really?
Yep.
My bosses will tell you, like, they'll say, if you want somebody that's gonna handle pressure well and they're not gonna crack, it's Carlos.
Oh,
that's me. So in the past, I feel like in relationships for me, it's been, well, you're too chill, so I'm gonna push you to, and okay, and then if I blow up, hey, it's off. Because my thing is, when a lot of times I think when people push buttons a certain way, they expect that same reaction back.
Yeah. And
so my thing is, I may push this button, but the way you react to it might be way over here.
Right.
You
can't control it.
Yeah,
no.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't judge that.
Now, do you think people push your buttons in the relationship to try to get an emotion out of you?
Ooh,
Because you're lacking
there you
it?
go.
Exactly. Yeah, it could be. Or not giving what, I may not be giving an emotion, or may not be giving the emotion that they want to see.
Yeah.
Because do you use your relationships like a job? Because it seems like it's very, this is how it is, and this is how it's going to be.
Why she give you that voice like that? Right. And she gave you the finger, bro. She gave you the.
Like, is it relaxed? Is it relaxed enough for them to feel like they can come to you and not have to push your buttons?
Oh,
like are you nurturing?
I think so. Yeah, okay. I would like to say I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to say you are, or
well,
is that what?
Well, what I mean is,
would that be said about you?
So I'm not. So I'll give you an example. I'm not a jealous type of guy. So I'm not a person who's big on validation. Like I'll give compliments and I'll do that. But if you come into me every day, oh well, how do I look? Well, I think that if I just can't. I can't do all that. And then like, if I feel like if I'm getting the vibe that you're doing an action to get a reaction from me, I could know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. And you're not going to do it.
We're going to play this game all day.
So therefore, you're not going to do it. Oh, Lord. So much to unpack here. Man. It sounds like it's a game.
That's not right to be. Because
I mean, it's not. But maybe she wants to know that you are into her. You know? Like, hey, like this leg? You know?
Right.
Something,
Is this thigh doing something? Right. What's going on?
So I mean, do you validate, like, hey, you look nice, all that? Yeah. You do that. But you're saying if she is yearning for it and trying to pull it out of you, you're not going to give it to her.
It's usually, it probably would have to be somebody looking outside of the situation, because I feel like I do that. But I have been in situations before where I guess maybe what I'm doing is not enough.
Okay.
And then it gets to the point where it's like, I'm being pushed or my buttons are being pushed to.
So you don't want any. So you don't need to be with the person that needs the words of affirmation.
Yes.
That doesn't need to be their love language for you. Because
Probably not.
Yeah.
Like
at all.
At all, yeah. Because you're like, damn it, I told you you look good yesterday. It's been 24 hours. If something went wrong, I don't know what to tell you. But that's key, though, that you know because the thing that I think gets confused in relationships is people always love people the way that they want to be loved and not the way that person needs to be loved.
Yes, that is good.
So
that's
true.
good.
And that's a big mistake.
And
that's something
good.
that I had to. I had to learn it the hard way.
That's good.
Because it took. I got married early. I was 24, 25. So growing up, you give what you want to receive. And in relationships, that's what you do. It's like, okay, I'm a physical touch, so I'm a, hey, what's up? Hey, da-da.
Yeah.
And the person you're with is kind of like, well, damn, that's a lot. Because Britt's not like that. So I'm looking
She's
at her,
not
well,
used
hell,
to
what's
it.
wrong with you?
Right.
yeah.
So we finally had to have the conversation, and it's like, that's not really for me. And I'm like, well, damn. So in order for it to work, you have to learn and kind of come. That's if you choose. If you really love that person, you have to choose to love that person the way they're telling you. So if someone is telling you that's what they need, typically either you're going to do it because you love that person, or you just don't really love that person enough to do it.
So Carlos is not doing it.
Or that might just not have been his person. That might just not have been your person.
Or the approach to get me to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a firm believer in you can get me to do just about anything, but the way you say it.
If you playing the game with me, I'm gonna play with you,
exactly.
and I'm gonna win that motherfucker.
Exactly.
I'm going to
Exactly. Right.
We don't want to play
Right.
games.
No, I don't like playing games
Okay.
either, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
if I feel like that's what's being presented, like it's a constant game or constant, like, oh, I'm going to do this to make you feel this, then, okay, we're going to play until
And I 100%
Give in, get tired of it.
Yeah, I agree with that because I don't think that's fair. Like, there's a way that you can express your needs without being childish, and I think also I think there's a difference between people that whose love language is words of affirmation and just being insecure. That's two different things.
Yes.
And
that's true.
for you to like always need me to say you look nice, for me to always not, it's good. Like if you compliment, that's great. But if I'm telling you that all the time and you still need more, I'm gonna need you to go look in the mirror and tell your damn self, because clearly me telling you
it's
not working. It's not
Absolutely.
enough. So my words can mean nothing if you don't believe them anyway.
Right.
So I need you to figure out whatever it is you got going on, then you can come back to me.
Because ultimately it's not the outside anyway, it's the wholeness inside. So if that person is not feeling that and she's needing you to validate the outside, what's going on the inside? So
See, so it might not be you.
it might not
It
be
might
you.
not be you.
It's not you after all.
And I will say, in all fairness, in most scenarios with me, it hasn't been so much validation of the physical. It's been validation of mental.
Like making them feel secure?
Yeah.
Because
And because I'm not a jealous type. Like, if you tell me this is what it is, okay, I'm going to believe you until you give me a reason not to believe you. And I think, I don't want to say most, but I think a lot of women, and I think this is why sometimes there's that attraction to some degree to those abusive relationships, because those types of guys, they are possessive and they are where you going and all that. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'll holler. I'll see you when you right.
You'll be here when you be here. You got a key? Can you get back in? I won't put both the locks on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's always kind of, I would say, bit me in the butt a little bit. And then too, when you talked about the love languages too, Skylar, this is funny. I think I may have mentioned this before, but when I first took that test, and the lady was so shocked. She was speechless because I had a 5-way tie.
Oh, so you can just take all the love.
Right.
So you're like, I'm eating. Just give me what you got.
Right.
Give me what you got.
It was even. She was like, I've never seen this before. She was like, you are across the board, pretty much all 5.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's not touch or affirmation or gifts or
You just want
Just
something.
a mixture.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Just give me love.
Just give me what you got available.
Yeah.
I can work with it.
So yeah, and then okay, so switching gears a little bit here. So, but going back to Sonya, still the same.
He mad at
Son, you done made him mad.
you, Sonya. Him mad.
So she said, she made a comment, and Sonya, for real, if you're listening or watching this, it was really funny. I didn't take offense to it or anything like that. Seriously.
She's about to blow you up.
But
Absolutely.
but she made a comment, and so she was like, "Oh, the Three Stooges," and she was talking about me and Omar and Jason. So I did. So
And y'all don't know her?
no.
I thought y'all was cool with her the whole time. I thought that was
she
somebody
just started
y'all
popping up
knew.
and making comments. I never met her.
Really?
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't even mess with you like that, lady.
Yeah. And she called me, and I didn't take offense to it, but I just kind of playfully went back at it.
Yeah.
But I think it goes to show that by her not really knowing me on the show, my role was in that particular episode was like, okay, I'm gonna ask the questions to pull out the answers that I know they're gonna say as a moderator. That was my job.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff was funny to me. So I was laughing at it. And it doesn't mean that I agree with it, but I was laughing at it. And I think because I was laughing, then she took that as, oh, you're co-signing. So a lot of times it's like...
How, Sway?
Right.
Laughing.
Well, I
Like-
think it's kind of like a guilty by association thing.
No
because
birds of a
it's-
feather type thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I really didn't get that vibe watching it.
Okay.
No.
If it's the episode that I'm thinking about, I don't think it was so much of you
Right.
were
Okay.
the issue,
No.
right? So,
Uh-oh.
right? So my
Maybe
question
it
is, did she go after anyone else, or was it just you?
She went after each of us
Okay.
individually.
Okay.
So
okay.
she,
Oh, so she took her time. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
get you. Let me get you.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah. I probably caught it the least, I
Yeah, I
think,
was gonna
of
say
the
you
three.
should have gotten.
You should have.
But,
Yeah.
but she still, she came after
She
each
gave
of
me
us
some of it. Okay.
individually.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is so
That's
funny.
the episode I was thinking about.
It was definitely.
Carry
It was
on.
a good. It was a
Carry
it was
on.
a good episode. It was good.
It was okay.
So in relationships, have you ever been in situations where the person you with, like your partner, they maybe start to question or judge your decision making or your personality or your traits or characteristics based off of things that your friends do that you don't do, but they start to associate.
Yeah.
Oh well, because so and so thinks like this, then you probably think like that too, or you did, or even
No.
Keshia, have you?
No, possibly because I'm the influencer, so I'm going to make everyone do bad things.
She's the friend
You
that
know,
get blamed.
I'm the leader. I'm the guilty one. I'm sorry. So no, I think people are pretty cool with me
Okay.
and chill. But I'm probably the one that like, yo, we should do this. So I'm probably that one. They're like, you going on with us?
She's the
You
one
should
that
do, you know?
the boyfriends are telling their girls, "Hey man, don't do what they tell you." to do.
Right.
You,
Don't
Bingo.
listen to that.
Bring you come back home.
Don't do what she did.
Who you going out with? Oh no, not her.
Absolutely
no.
not. Leave my key.
Right.
Leave my key. Yeah.
Man, I
Have you
don't
ever had
think-
that, Skylar?
I've had it in previous relationships, and honestly,
Okay.
you know what's crazy is like throughout college and early 20s, I legit had a good group of friends. I mean, like it was you, we had Bruce, we had Des, Keith,
Yeah.
all these people that were, you know, in college, struggling and striving. You know,
Yeah.
at that time is what
Yeah,
you do.
yeah.
College
That's
is
true.
struggle and strive.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
so we, of course, we did our things, but it was never a like a concern of I don't really want you hanging with this person, or I don't really want you, because everybody was pretty cool. So I don't think I had that like throughout college. Now, like, yeah, you know, high school, of course, because, you know, everybody's easily influenced. But, you know, that's years ago, like you said, in the
Yeah.
past.
In the past.
In the
That's
past.
right.
Now.
But
Not
currently, no. Like, also, I feel like we're at that age where if you're concerned about who your spouse is with or hanging out with friends,
Yeah.
you don't need to be with that person.
No.
I love
drop
what
it.
you're saying. Like, you just don't have the time right now at this age to be concerned with someone else's actions. Like, I cannot control
Yeah.
what you're going to do when you walk out this door.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I never, what me and Britt were saying, I was like, if I have to give you the how to act speech when you leave my house, like a kid going into the grocery store, don't go in here, don't touch nothing, don't grab, don't do this. If I got to give you that as a spouse, I don't need you as a spouse. I should not have to check your behavior.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to. Like I shouldn't have to say, well, 6 a.m. the next day really ain't decent. If I got to remind you that's not decent,
goodness.
Yeah.
I don't need you.
I don't need you.
If I have to remind you, hey, you're in a relationship, you really shouldn't kiss on this dude. If I got to do that, if I have to give you that speech, I don't need you.
This is true.
I can just be for the streets. We can both be for the streets together.
Right. I just
you know what I mean?
that,
I might meet you on the corner from time to time. But if I got to do that, we don't need to be together.
Wow.
That's too much work, man. I got to worry about you. I got to worry about me.
It's too much energy lost.
Yeah. It's so many things I can do with my energy besides sit up here worried about what you're doing behind my back and all that. I don't have time for that. Nah.
That's so 90s.
90s. The 90s, right?
See, we got to hear about your 90s.
Yes, I know. When we're down in the 90s, we need to know.
Yeah, we need the 90s stories.
I'm a different person now. I'm a different person.
Just a different person.
Yeah.
Change. Reform now.
In the past. You got to put the
In the
emphasis.
past, yes.
The
yes.
past.
That's my past life. But I think people confuse that, though. Especially at our age, people it's hard to judge people at our age on their past actions because you're I don't want to say you're a child in your 20s, but you're immature. Like what's cute then, like what you were saying, like some women find jealousy cute. They think that's, that's just he's being a man. He don't want nobody on me. That's just not cute.
It's not.
It's not attractive when you grown.
It is not.
Yeah.
When you grown as hell, you don't want another man telling you, why you doing this podcast with Carlos?
Yes.
I don't like it.
You so rubbing his
how much
shoulder
is
a lot.
his face over there? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Can you touch his back right now? You don't want that. Yes, it's not cute. And could you imagine if you went back home to your dude and he saw the tape and he was like, hey, he hit you with my line. Can I talk to you? Right.
I thought you didn't really know him like that, but you kept on rubbing on him.
Serious, right.
Who has time for that? It's an insecurity. It's not mine. It's yours.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's true. Man. And I think too, for me, like with the whole emotion thing, like I hate being misunderstood. That's like one of my pet peeves. So sometimes, and this is not good, and now Sonya, this is one where you can actually come for me. Because to this day, current day, I am guilty of, I will mull over something for a couple of days until I feel like I can articulate it in a good way. Ooh. Because I feel like if I say this right now in the state of mind that I'm in, it's not going to be good. So it's just, and that's not in a threatening way. I'm just saying it's not going to be good because it's not going to come out right, or it's probably not going to be received well, or whatever.
It's going to come out harsh, a little brutal.
Yeah. So I do often kind of toy with that because it's like, all right, let me make sure that I'm saying this the right way. But in all fairness, I do realize that, I guess on the receiving end, that she might be like, well, you taking too long to get your thoughts together.
That's what I was about to ask you. So are you going silent within these days?
No, I'm not going silent. And
making me nervous.
I'll be honest and say, like, hey, I need, like, I may not give a number on it, but I might say, like, I need a little bit of time to X, Y, Z. But the issue is sometimes it's like, I get it. I mean, it's depending on what the issue's going on in the relationship. It's like, nobody really wants to have to wait.
Yeah. But what are you doing? Like, I'm with her
Yeah,
still.
me too,
What are you
like-
doing in these days? Like, if you're in a relationship, you can't, I don't say you can't, but it's hard to go
Yes.
days with an S on it.
Without communication.
Yeah.
There is communication, but it's
But
just
how are you
But we're just
communicating?
skating around it.
Yeah, I'm like, I was
Well,
going to say that because
it's like-
see, we're on the same page. We're communicators.
See,
We're
don't
like,
talk to
how
me
you going to
about
talk
dinner.
to me?
And we still haven't talked about the elephant in the room.
Because if you ask me what's for dinner, the conversation
we're gonna
we ain't
sit
have.
right here and we're going to talk. I'm not hungry. Let's talk.
If I
Right.
feel like, okay, so this is a good example. If I feel like the last conversation or discussion that we had was super heated, then I do need my time to process before we get into another discussion. And maybe this is selfish of me, I can't tell you. It might be 2 days. It might be 5 days.
Oh, hell no.
Because my thing is, if we go into it again, it's probably going to get heated. And the reason why I know it's going to get heated is because I'm always listening and picking up on like little clues.
You're looking for stuff. You're looking for stuff to add on.
That's what you're doing in your days.
No,
yes, you're adding on. You're festering. It's growing, and then by the time you come back, you're like in another thing, another thing. No, you can't do that. Let's talk about this. Let's get this out.
Yeah,
5 days. I'm like, bruh.
5 days, you done broke up in my mind.
We broke up. We broke it up. So you're not going to the family reunion. That's fine. That's fine.
The family reunion.
Let my mom and them know you don't need no plate.
You're not getting no T-shirt. You're not getting no T-shirt. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but I feel like now I'm curious now. Like in those days, I'm just trying to know because it's like, how do you have a confrontation and then be like, okay, we'll come back to it, and then not come back to it in that time frame.
So
and
maybe
then just get up like you trying to hit the movie. No.
Yes, I can't do that.
What are we doing?
No.
So I'm saying like maybe you came to whatever the conclusion, not breakup, but like whatever the situation is at the time, but it's just like you knew it was a hard stop, like whatever that ending was at that moment. And so it's like, do you really want to have that? Do you really want to revisit that the next day?
I do.
The next 2 days?
Yeah.
Really?
I do.
Give me about an hour. Give me a cold
Let's go ahead
drink.
and get this over with. Because who wants to prolong anything? I don't. If it's going to be the stop, the end, let's go ahead and, let that be what it is. But 5 days, no. I could be on a cruise somewhere. You know?
Damn, she done jump ship.
Yes, because I need to come back and reinvent myself and start all over. I'm every woman. You know, I need to come back and reinvent myself. So you're holding up process.
Reinvention.
Yes.
You went on vacation, got a beach.
You already halfway out the door. So
You allowed that time. You allowed that time. Because I'm like,
5 days? Though?
yes.
That's a long time, but don't look over here. I'm with her. I'm gonna be on the phone
with
too.
me. I'm sorry. No, it's a mighty long time.
So would you not want to just nip it in the bud and move on?
Yeah.
I do, but I think, and maybe I just need to get out of my own head because I think that if I know that, again, if we just had this discussion and you were boiling over, I was boiling over, then in my head, and maybe this is wrong, so hey, maybe thank y'all for letting me sit on your couch today.
You're welcome.
But I feel like if it was super heated and we just had a conversation about it, there has to be a little bit of breathing room in between picking it up.
I agree with that.
You got to let the boil come down to a simmer.
Yeah.
But eventually, you can have that conversation while you're simmering. It doesn't necessarily have to go back to a boil. Because, I mean, your process is your process. I wouldn't say that what you do is wrong. I just think you have to communicate that to whoever you're with that, look, I'm not, shutting you off. I just need time from like I said, we were super heated. We were boiling over. I need time to simmer down so so nobody gets burnt. Because that's what happens. When stuff boils over, the stove gets burnt. So you don't want no one to get burnt in that situation. So let's simmer down. Then we can come back to it. And typically when you talk, when everyone's kind of level-headed, you can have that conversation and say, okay, look, this is what I want to say, and I didn't want to have it come out rude. Because you can be honest without being brutally honest.
I agree.
It's all about the delivery of the message on how it's going to be received.
Yeah.
'Cause, if someone comes to you and just says, hey, like, we hate the word need. Like, hey, man, I need you to do this, and this right now.
Telling me.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it could be something that you absolutely need. I need to put $1 or $100 out here and say, hey, I need you to pick that up right now. You're like, no, man. And you're like, wait
a minute.
That's because you boiling over, you hot. But if you stop and think about it, you'll do it. But so I get your process. So I wouldn't say that you're wrong or that you need to change it. It's just you have to communicate what you're doing. And just make sure you're not with anybody like me and Keshia, because it won't work.
It won't. It will not.
It won't.
She will need to be an emotionless individual as well.
Really?
Yeah, so she'd be like, oh, okay, then.
But I'm not
Don't make
emotionalist. But
She turned you into a block of stone.
But he's just like, okay. Because if I'm like, okay, let's talk, and you're still not going to give it to me, and I'm here and I'm needing it, you're still going to back away, or are you like, no?
No, I try to give the compromise. I'd say, yeah,
Okay.
I try to at least. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's
Not
good
to
then.
shout
See,
That's good.
Yeah.
see, that's good, man.
Yeah, you're good.
You gave Sonya something to think about, to look at you in a different light. man.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Look at that, Sonya. Look at that.
Yes, he has emotions. See?
Yes. So what? Okay. So in closing, for this shot of truth here, what would y'all tell someone that maybe is in? And I'll say both of y'all shoes because y'all are, say, alike in the emotion category. So what would you say to someone who is dealing with somebody like me?
Don't.
Damn.
And see, that's
Where you start at, Carlos?
over that right there. That's why.
Where you start? You need to drink after that, man.
Boom.
Golly.
I'm gonna give it to you first.
Yeah, but you have to know what you
Said
can
don't.
handle and what you cannot.
Well, that's true.
Because that would be irking me. I'm like, I need something. Give me something. Hello, anybody there? You know?
Okay.
So I would be doing myself a disservice if
Don't.
I'm here with you and I'm not getting fulfilled as well. And vice versa. You know, if you're not getting,
Yeah.
if I'm too much for you, my emotions are, then you need to walk away from me.
Okay.
It's easy to say the dumb child.
He's like, I'm just talking.
I'm just talking.
I'll still be there on day 6 with my phone in my hand. Like he gonna call.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
What would you say, Scott?
Man, see, I wouldn't just leave you that quick, bro. I wouldn't just be like, nah, man, just don't shoot your shot with Los at all if that's what you need. But no, I think as long as you can understand what that person's process is, that's the big thing. A lot of people will go ghost for those days and not even tell you what's going on.
Oh yeah, no,
So,
I don't do that. That's not.
As long as you communicate that and what you need and that you need that time and that space, I'll say if you're with somebody and you actually care about them, then give them that time to do so.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I'll say y'all probably are gonna think that this is strange of me to say, but I would say as somebody coming from the opposite end of that, I feel like sometimes it's better, especially as the perceived emotionless person, as much as I may gripe about it or laugh about it or make jokes, I would prefer to be with someone who's maybe not opposite of me, but a little bit opposite, because I feel like if we both are emotionless, I mean, we both just gonna be sitting here like, okay, what's up?
Looking at each other like
Right.
So somebody kind of got to be like a little bit of a balance, I think.
opposites attract.
Opposites,
Yeah,
yes,
opposites,
absolutely.
yeah.
I wouldn't want anybody that had the same, that showed the emotion that I showed. 'Cause
Really?
I would be like, look, you done had your
much.
turn with your emotions. Let me get mine.
You're supposed to be quiet now.
Right. Let me say something how I feel. So no, you're right. You definitely need that opposite. You
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
do.
So I
It's
think
balance.
the balance. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, balance just works, I think, for everything.
That's true.
Yep.
I agree.
So all right. So hey, we're gonna wrap up our emotions here and call it a wrap.
Or lack thereof.
Right. That too. That's a wrap. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.